Hey guys, doing? This is very important in reference to the history of con artists in government. They're choking me. And they're hitting me across the lips there. In reference to people trying to steal status, power, wealth, credentials, land, revenues, property, and wealth history. These government people always try to fabricate abuses on rich people, where dirty government tries to frame a rich person. And you can always figure it out how they do these things with what types of people are involved, what races, what religions, what type of activity, what type of stunt do they try to perform in their government tricks of trying to frame somebody of wealth. Like, for instance, these people would say something stupid about my ownership of my mother and father's estates, which I'm the rightful owner no matter what anybody ever says. Somebody said, well, they thought you might get rich and famous. I was born rich and famous. You might become wealthy, or you might get wealthier. There's interest on the accounts. It's going to get wealthy. I'm going to get wealthier. Get richer every day, but you're blocking me from my money. Your people are blocking me from my rights, which you have no legal right ever doing that. You thought you'd try to drive somebody crazy or torture somebody, or you try to junk their life by damaging their face and teeth, and you thought you'd try to claim you thought you were the owner of somebody else's property when you physically assaulted them and damaged their face and teeth and injured their body? And then you tried to claim property or land when you're the one that caused the injuries to the person? You face the death penalty, government man. Every person that tried to criticize my ownership of my mother and father's estates, or anybody trying to criticize my family history, such as people slandering my parents' character or my grandparents, or people slandering my character, that means they're trying to steal the estates of my parents. Reference to these criminals and their tricks, how they have orchestrated this hostage situation where their people would slander my character and their people would make up lies. Ask them why they damaged my teeth. Because they looked perfect? Because they were beautiful? Because you wanted to make up lies about me? Answer the question, government man. In reference to the tricks, it's kind of like a math equation. Like you'd say, okay, apples and oranges, bananas and pears, or bananas and pineapples. You say, okay, this is what this is what this is, and then this is where the problem is. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. This made me burp. No matter what relationship of any type of girl that I would date. So no matter what you make up, no matter what circumstances are you fabricated, you're going to have to get prosecuted. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. You denied my existence. There's even treasury documents that my mother and father had at the treasury that says if you denied my identity, you can get arrested. I'm the only child of my mother and father, and it's been on record. It's in the royal protocol in the media of my identity, which is my identity and my parents' identity, and the fact of my ownership forever. You tried to play your tricks of trying to frame me to try to steal control or to try to steal wealth. I'm the owner of the parent companies, too. Never signed, never gave, never sold, never. And don't forget, some of these people are the kidnappers from the 80s that are trying to claim and trying to steal and trying to fabricate. I'm not playing nobody's shit, man. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates no matter what. And all these people trying to play their tricks, they must get prosecuted. They've been damaging my teeth today. They've been hitting me in the face. They've been hitting me in the throat. They've been burning my tailbone. They've been burning my private parts. Those people need to go to prison. And somebody said, well, private parts, how come there's photographs? Well, photographs are photographs. People look at those in their own privacy or among their own friends or whatever. Or certain careers of things. Pictures are not out walking down the street in public, now are they? Pictures are usually something somebody holds in their hand or somebody looks at a picture on a table or whatever. Or on the internet. So in reference, that's why they have discrepancy acknowledgments and ratings on websites and age acknowledgments. You understand that, dumbass? In reference to TV ratings and other things. So in reference to the information of the government man that's trying to make up these tricks and lies and their manipulations, those people need to go to court. Those people need to get prosecuted for their lies. But you can always figure out how they try to do these things. There's always an equation that you could figure out, like, okay, all these people that tried to steal everything from me had ties with Indiana. And they kidnapped me from California, and they've been holding me hostage in Indiana. Now think of all the lies and the ways they tried to frame me in Indiana. All the lies they tried to make up. I went to school in Colorado when I was little. I went to school in New York and Texas and Beverly Hills schools too. Not in that chronological order, but, you know, in particular order of somebody knows the particular timeline of information. Do you understand that? Did these people that are trying to steal my mother and father's estates, did these people go to school in America? What school did they go to? Talking about the people trying to steal. These people didn't have meetings with my mother. I'd been the owner of the estates since I was a little boy, and the Royal Protocol's been in the media. These people tried to fabricate that they had meetings with my mother, and they tried to claim that they thought my mother gave them things, or they claimed they had meetings with my father, and they claimed that my father gave them things. No, it's a bloodline. I'm the only child of my mother and father. And the Royal Protocol in the media was made by my father and my mother. And it's documentations of my mother and father's estates that I am the owner forever. So those government people need to go into court, man. My parents couldn't give nothing away to nobody. I can't give nothing away to nobody. I'm the only child of my mother and father. Those government people need to go to court. They're violating American estate laws.